and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management. A 30-minute show that features brand news, branding focus, industry interviews, conversations, all in the mix to promote the brand idea home and abroad. Welcome. IMAC Group, a leading market research company, has in its latest report estimated that global advertising market size will gross $532.5 billion by 2024. According to the report by the market research agency titled Advertising Market, Global Industry Trends, Size, Shares, Growth, Opportunity and Forecast 2019-2024. The global advertising market size was estimated to be $532.5 billion. Similarly, IMAC noted that more advertising agencies worldwide are continuously increasing their spending on advertising within the entertainment, out-of-home and digital segments. For instance, the report states that Publicis Group, a multinational advertising and public relations company, is investing in digital advertising, and as such, looking forward, the market value is projected to reach $769.9 billion by 2024, expanding at a cumulative aggregate revenue of around 6.3% during the forecast period 2019-2024. In line with the federal government's efforts to save the broadcast industry from collapse, the National Broadcasting Commission have moved to curtail the issue of advertising debt owed broadcast stations. The federal government, through the Central Bank of Nigeria, recently issued a global standing instruction which authorized commercial banks to withdraw loan defaults from other accounts operated by their customers in a bid to save the commercial banks from imminent collapse arising from huge debt from customers. Speaking at the unveiling of the amended 6th edition of the National Broadcasting Code, Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, says the move was meant to save the broadcast industry from imminent collapse, adding that the federal government has also issued an amended broadcast code which prohibits backlogs of advertising debt. It will be recalled that in the past, it is a common practice for advertisers to accumulate debt at a broadcast station and then move to advertise in other stations without settling the accumulated debt. The beverage giant Coca-Cola has unveiled its first post-COVID-19 advertising campaign tagged "Open Like Never Before" amidst the coronavirus pandemic. Speaking on the rationale behind the creative campaign, Coca-Cola Nigeria's Public Affairs and Communications Manager, Amaka Onyemelukwe, says in spite of the hardship and loss caused by the pandemic, the new campaign champions an optimism about what has been learned during this period and the need to make every moment count. We all have to open like never before. The Manifesto for Change commercial is inspired by Manifesto poem written by George the Poet Bang, the spoken words artist, and targeted at Europe, Middle East, and African markets, urges customers to search for purpose amidst the coronavirus pandemic. Nigeria's foremost and leading media organization, TVC Communications, says it is doing exceptionally well in terms of audience reach, with over 10 million viewers and listeners staying tuned daily across all its brand portfolio in Nigeria. Now, conveying the latest accomplishment on its LinkedIn handle, the fast-growing media conglomerate said they are proud to announce that TVC Communications now boasts of over 10 million viewers and listeners every day across all its brands, including TVC Entertainment, TVC News, Max FM Lagos, Max FM Abuja, and Adaba FM, making the brand one of the largest media companies in Nigeria. The statement further revealed that the company's radio brand arm, Max FM Lagos, Hit Music for Lagos, and Max FM Abuja, Hit Music for Abuja, now boasts of 2 million combined listeners daily, while Adaba FM, another radio station in Akure, Ondo State, still maintains its #1 spot as it boasts of over 800,000 daily listeners. In appreciation for the feat achieved, TVC Communications expressed its gratitude to its workforce, clientele, and audience, thanking them for the continued support and loyalty. In his remark, Editor-in-Chief and Publisher of Marketing Edge, the magazine, John Ajayi, says TVC, no doubt, has certainly turned the market inside out with its creative disruptions in the industry, advising them to keep up with innovation and excellent broadcast service. MTN Group Limited is planning to sell part or all of its $243 million interest in Jumia Technologies AG as Africa's biggest wireless carrier looks to pay down debt and enter new markets, according to a Bloomberg report. According to the report, which had previously marked the online retailer as a non-core business, is reviving plans for a sale after Jumia's shares surged 142% this year, recovering from a dip in 2019. No final decisions about a sale have been made, the report said, because the plans are private. MTN has been disposing of non-core assets as part of its group strategy to reduce debt and drive future growth. The company also has a 29% stake in IHS stores, which it may sell in the future. Africa's largest wireless carrier by footprint has generated 14 billion rands, that's about $812 million in asset sales that include selling its TARS holdings in Ghana. The report noted that a spokeswoman for MTN declined to comment because the company is still in a closed period of financial results. A representative for Jumia also declined to comment. Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Airtel Nigeria, Mr. Segun Ogunsanya, has expressed profound appreciation to Nigerians for their unflinching support and loyalty to the network. The telco giant boss conveyed his gratitude on the occasion of Airtel's Nigeria's 10th anniversary. Mr. Ogunsanya also announced that Airtel Nigeria, as part of activities marking a decade of doing successful business in Nigeria, will be spending 300 million naira to support the fight against COVID-19, being the final part of the 1.9 billion naira the mobile telecommunications company pledged last April at the early stages of the pandemic. He explained that 200 million naira will be invested in refurbishing and equipping a 4-story admission facility for the use of specialist units in the Department of Medicine at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, 50 million naira to Lagos State government to procure personal protective equipment, PPEs, for Lagos State health workers, and 50 million naira for the procurement of a molecular laboratory to be provided by 54Gen and with the capacity for 300 tests per day for Ogun State. As technology continues to advance, brands innovate to remain competitive. In the latest move to delight subscribers, Mobile, Nigeria's leading mobile network, has joined the rest of global mobile operators as it unveils embedded subscribers identity model, eSIM, on its network. eSIM is a software-based digital chip, a product of advanced technology embedded by the manufacturer directly into the device without a physical SIM. The latest chip, when fully in use, replaces the traditional physical plastic SIM cards, which comes with a bucket of benefits, including multiple usage and adaptation of one subscriber profile across a broad range of mobile communications devices, Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence apps, including smart commuting, metering tracking, and surveillance, rather than the restricted single device use of the conventional SIM card. In a bid to curb the spread of the novel coronavirus in the country, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has enforced strict restrictions in the country, among which is a ban on alcohol sale. The policy was aimed at not only preventing drunk driving and fights, reduce domestic violence, but also to eliminate a weekend heavy drinking prevalent across the country. Though the ban achieved some positive results, with weekly alcohol-related cases arriving in emergency departments dramatically dipping from 34,000 to 12,000 admissions, the measure has taken a negative toll on the brewery industry, leading to a loss of revenue in near 3 months the ban had been in place. With the imposed strict restrictive measures, SAB has announced plans to cancel an investment worth about 5 billion rand, that's about $290 million, in the upgrading of operating facilities and systems, as well as installation of new equipment at selected plants in the country. SAB, owned by the world's largest brewer, Anheuser-Busch InBev, said it had cancelled 2.5 billion rand planned expenditure for the current financial year, while the other half of the year's financial year remains under review. First Bank of Nigeria Holdings PLC says it has made a capital injection of 25 billion naira into its banking subsidiary, First Bank of Nigeria Limited. The parent company of First Bank PLC says the equity capital emanated from its recent divestment from FBN Insurance Limited, and as a result of the equity's capital injection, First Bank's capital adequacy ratio has now increased to 16.53%, according to the company secretary, Sheye Kushoko. The overriding objective of the capital injection is to drive business growth, enhance efficiency, and improve overall shareholders' value amongst the group. It will be recalled that in April, FBN Holdings disclosed ongoing talks with Sanlam Emerging Markets Preparatory Limited over a possible sell-off of a 65% stake in FBN Insurance to the South African firm. In a financial report released during the week, FBN Holdings share price in the Nigerian Stock Exchange is currently trading at 5 naira 5 kobo with a market capitalization of about 181.3 billion naira. Procter & Gamble, the global multi-brand conglomerate, has reported annual revenue of $71 billion, profit of $13 billion, ascribing the boost to increased demand for cleaning products during the coronavirus crisis, coupled with a ramping up of market strategy. P&G says the rise in demand increased its profit by 234%, but one challenges lie ahead. The report revealed that P&G has hit its strongest annual sales since 2006, with the profit up to 34% year-on-year at $3.89 billion, while its organic sales grew 6%. During Q4, recorded in April, P&G increased its ad spend, stating that it needed to put its brand in the faces of consumers in a time where their fiscal availability may be lacking. The company's boss warned that the reality is that COVID-19 cases are increasing in many parts of the world. Without the resources or infrastructure to effectively manage, it will likely be operating without a vaccine or advanced therapeutics throughout fiscal 21.
See you tomorrow, Papa. I am happy
now na time for meeting. Any landlord when you should go pay time. Make I go call am. House number 1. Where is it?
Papa, why you start meeting you?
House number 5.
I'm angry that you are not here.
Just put me on the window there so that I can see them and I can hear them. He's not around, so it has a sanction. Present! I carry data for head, I carry for back. Correct data will not be permanent. Say I know they know me, say I know this yoga landlord. Talk to me face to face.
Explore without limits. Turn it up on MTN, the reliable data network.
Never! Fire ahead.
Next is branding focus. A brand is pivotal, strategic, and financial assets for any organization. To build a strong brand identity, a superior brand experience, and lasting brand loyalty, the custodians must be able to differentiate their brand from competition, sustain its differentiation and competitive advantage, and maximize its impact, profitability, and ability to provide innovative market solutions. 10 years ago, the telecom giant Bharti Airtel acquired Zain Telecom's operations in Africa and launched Airtel in 16 countries on the continent. Replacing the Zain brand with the unveiling of the new brand identity, Airtel became master brand for all the group's 19 operations in Asia and Africa, covering over 200 million customers. Founded in 2001 as Econet Nigeria and awarded digital mobile license DML for communication service in the country, the company made history on August 5, 2001 by becoming the first telecommunication service provider to launch commercial GSM services in Nigeria. In 2004, Vodacom took charge of the company as management changed hands. Later in 2004, V Networks took the reins of the company and became known as V-Mobile. In 2006, V-Mobile was acquired by Celtel. In 2008, Zain Group, another telecommunications company, acquired all Celtel's international shares of over $3 billion. Following the acquisition, all operations of Celtel Africa was rebranded from Celtel to Zain. In 2010, Bharti Airtel, the parent company of Airtel Nigeria, completed the acquisition of Zain Group's Africa's business in a $10.7 billion transaction. Segun Ogunsoya, a creative colossus and a corporate turnaround guru, was handed the baton as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Airtel Networks Limited.